It's going to be the Belen Wolverines against the Jackson Generals as the starting lineup for your Wolverines today. Nicholas Sr., Gabriel Seda, Michael Suedo, Mo Milton, and Alec Rodriguez. And Mark, a few guys are missing for Belen. How do you think how do you think that's going to be an impact in this game?
Well, I think that's going to have a big impact on this game because J.C. Carrillo, one of the best players on the team, the big man himself, he's not going to be here today due to a sickness, had to stay at home. So we'll see how the Wolverines play today. Also, Javi Torres not here today.
Javi Torres not here today. He's definitely a big part of the offense, facilitates the ball around very nicely. Let's see if they could do that in this game without those two big guys.
Yeah, we'll definitely see a lot of playing time by number 10, Gabriel Seda, as he'll be filling in for J.C. Carrillo.
And Nicholas Sr. with a tip pass as it hits a cameraman, Don.
Yeah, Don's definitely a fan favorite for all the players in every sport here on campus.
He's a very loyal man as he goes to most of the games here.
Yes.
And we got 0-0 for the Generals with the ball. As it's going to be a foul, early foul right there. And you'd never want to see an early foul as they're going to go to the line for two. Number 43 is going to be at the line.
That'll be a foul on Maurice Milton. That'll be his team's first.
And at the line, it's going to be Beltran. And that's going to be a missed free throw. It's 0-0 continues. And one thing, Belen suffered their first loss against Doral of the season. They're 17-1. One major thing was free throw shooting. And they couldn't do it late in the game, which was a big reason why they lost.
Yeah, a couple missed free throws. It was all around. I don't think they had enough team effort all around. I think it was more of an individual game. Some more team play, better passing. You can't just blame it on one person. It was a team loss. You win as a team, you lose as a team. You just got to move on to the next one and hope for the best.
Yep, and Belen will get the ball out of bounds. Here's Mo Milton with the ball. To Suedo. Suedo, so far, 0 points for Belen. 7th minute of this game, 7 left, I mean, in the first period. As Nico Sr. drives in, gets the layup. Nicolas Sr., we've seen him do it all year. It's great to see him again right here, get the first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, physical presence in the paint, good shooter, out of the paint. Definitely a key player for the Wolverines all season long.
Yep, and it's going to be a turnover for the Generals as it was Gabriel Seda, I believe, on the turnover. As Michael Suedo will take it up.
Michael Suedo starting at the number 2 position.
Yeah, a whole different lineup today, as we've seen, as we noted. And it's going to be a bad pass by Nico Sr., number 35. Oh, it's a great strip by Alec. And that was definitely a point-saving strip right there.
Yeah, great defensive effort by the 8th grader, Alec Rodriguez, able to sprint down the court and stop the Generals from scoring an easy 2 points.
And it's going to be stolen by Gabriel Seda, who's already defensively made a big impact in this one. Suedo loses the ball.
Tough loss for Michael Suedo.
That would have been an easy 2 points.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Belen ball.
That'll be a travel on number 00, Petty Horms.
And Alec will have the ball. He'll take it up. Alec driving in. And what a layup.
Wow.
That was a double move right there in the air.
Yeah, great effort by Alec Rodriguez. Really getting up there for an easy 2 points for the Wolverines as the Wolverines are now up 4-1.
That's the type of shot that if he misses, you get mad at him for taking that crazy shot. But if you make it, you congratulate him. That was just a great layup by him right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially such a young player on this JV team. Only in 8th grade, playing with all sophomores and 1 freshman. A great story for number 12, Alec Rodriguez.
A mistake on 00's name. It's Petty Hormo. As
Number 35 takes it for the Generals. Oh,
it's a big foul right there. Gabriel Seda with some physical contact in the paint, and it's going to be
Yeah, we don't want to see that too early, especially for Gabriel Seda, number 10.
0-0 at the line.
Yeah, Gabriel Seda, since J.C. Carrillo's out, filling in really one of the only two centers. Well, we have Nico Gonzalez on the bench, but behind Nico Gonzalez, there's no one behind him except for about Matthew Bravo, but he'll be playing the 4 position, so hopefully he doesn't get into foul trouble early in this game.
A couple of fouls early in this one for Belen. Let's see if they could get out of that trouble. 4-1, Belen's up, and it's going to be 4-2 right now as a made free throw by 0-0. As Alec is going to take it up and easily finds Nicholas Sr., and it's going to be a traveling call, and it's going to be traveling on number 1, Nico Sr.
Interesting call by the referee.
Definitely, he was very far away from the play. It's going to be a foul on Michael Suedo.
Absolutely. As we see now, Matthew Bravo coming into the game. We'll see who he comes in for.
It's not a good foul right there for Michael Suedo, as early foul trouble for the Belen Wolverines. Let's see if they could easily, they should be able to get out of it, as they're a really good team when it comes to no fouls.
Yeah, that was the 4th for the Wolverines in this first quarter, so we'll see how they react and adjust to the early foul trouble.
And Alec Rodriguez kind of forcing him to throw that pass way out of bounds. That's another turnover for the Generals. Here's Alec with the ball. Alec out to Bravo. Bravo, risky pass, and that's another turnover for the Wolverines right now. It's a very sloppy game for both teams, 4-2. And Mark, we've definitely seen it. You and I have definitely seen it. Slow starts for this Wolverine team.
Yeah, it seems like almost every game they tend to play a little sloppy in the first quarter, turnovers, foul trouble. But very hopeful that the Wolverines will adjust to their sloppy play in this early part of the first quarter.
It usually takes that one timeout, and right even that one short period of time, they usually adjust to the team that they are playing. And right there, it's going to be a turnover. Maurice Milton gets the ball. It's going to be a fast break, 3-on-2. Out to Alec. Alec gets it and gets fouled. Nice play.
Big foul by the Jackson Generals as Alec Rodriguez hit the floor very hard. We'll see if he's okay on that play.
And the ref making sure he's all right. And let's see if they could knock down the free throws here. And right now the ref's in discussion. And 0-0 with the foul. Oh, it's going to be a technical foul on Alec Rodriguez. And we did not see that one coming.
Wow.
We don't know what he said. It easily could have been deserved, but we don't know.
Yeah, definitely from up here in the stands, not able to see what he said. But if the ref called it, probably deserving of the call. Hopefully he'll shake it off and just forget about that foul.
And he's at least going to sink one. He's 1 for 1 at the line right now. 1 point for him. Oh, no, my bad. 3 for him. And, was it technical against?
Oh.
It was against Alec.
Yeah.
As we did see a lot of contact in that, definitely in that layup.
Definitely a hard foul, as Coach Marrero seemed to be a bit confused on that play call. But positive for the Wolverines as they're now leading 6-2.
Never mind. We again, it actually was a technical foul on number 12, Alec Rodriguez. He's going to be talking right now to Coach Marrero. And obviously, he's not happy with that technical.
Yeah, especially for a young guy like him. You don't want to see sloppy technical fouls like that.
And number 35 takes advantage of it, and he's going to sink the first one. 6-3, very low scoring, which right now Jackson is very happy with how they're playing right now, because to be down 6-4 in a game that they've turned the ball over definitely a lot of times. It's good for them that they're only down by 2, and they get the ball right now.
Yeah, maybe early in this game, but something to notice, almost 4 of the 5 Wolverine players on the court right now all have at least 1 point.
Yeah, that's another good thing. Ball movement, as we've noted, is a big key in winning games. It's going to be a traveling call. And I don't know about that. This ref is definitely spotting it from far, and that's 2 traveling calls already in this game.
Yeah, it seems like these refs are really going to be on top of these players throughout this entire game, as we've seen the early foul calls.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's going to be a foul. Okay. One thing that he does a lot is go crazy in the paint, and you like to see it. He definitely goes hard in the paint, Mark.
Yeah, it seemed a little wild there, but luckily he was able to draw the foul, and now inbound play. Sorry.
And apparently the foul, I guess, was not on the shot, so he's going to inbound. And easy, fine. Great pass from Alec. Great finish by the big Seda.
Absolutely. Great to see Seda using his big man skills, putting in the easy 2 points as the Wolverines are now up 8-4.
And Michael Suedo draws the foul as it's going to be Belen ball. Let's see if they could take advantage. 8-4. Let's see if they could get on a little run right here. Very capable of it, Mark.
Absolutely. We've seen it before. Hopefully we see it today.
And here's Michael Suedo with the ball. Out to Alec. He pump fakes. To Suedo, out to Mo. Mo has it. And right now, perimeter passing. Oh, but they get in the paint. And the big man, and he finishes.
Great shot. Great passing by the Wolverines, able to find the big man, Gabriel Tate, in the paint for the easy 2 points.
Definitely great passing by the Wolverines and big finish. And look at this press defense right now. Big finish by Big Seda. Oh, and it's going to be a foul. It's not going to be on the shot, though. It's going to be inbound pass. Oh, no. It's going to be a traveling call.
Traveling call against the Generals.
That's his third call on traveling, as this referee is really keeping an eye on the players.
Surprising to see the Wolverines able to put those fouls behind them and get off to a better start.
Oh, Alec, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Windmill layup. This guy is so talented.
Outstanding play. Unbelievable the talent this young man has.
And that's their 5th foul of the first quarter.
Tough to see the Wolverines earn another foul, as now they have 6 fouls on the game.
Oh, that's going to be the 6th. And 6 fouls, but they're not at the line yet. As the Generals will take it up. It's going to be a 3-point shot, and no good. And you can make a house with that brick.
Going back to the fouls, a tough stat to see on that scoreboard.
And that's going to be no good. And, oh, big rebound. Seda definitely being a big man in this game. Taking the role of JC. And that's going to be a foul. Gabriel Seda draws it. And Mark, he's definitely taking the role of JC right now.
Yeah, doing a great job. I'm really surprised that Gabriel Seda's really putting this team on his back, controlling the paint. Great defense, great offense. But one thing we'd like to see this Wolverine team do is get rid of these fouls, man. 6 fouls already in this first quarter.
Yep. Jackson has 4, so it's the fouls right now in big trouble. And here's Gabriel Seda at the line, no good. And once again, it's a free throw. That's one thing that they practice a lot. Let's see if they could pick it up later on in this game. But it definitely killed them against their first loss against Doral. And let's see if they could pick it up in this one.
We now see Andy Ross, number 2, the freshman, sub in for Alec Rodriguez, as Alec has gotten into early foul trouble.
And great rebound by Mo as he passes it out. Alec, no, that was Andy Ross for the shot. He couldn't get it. And that's going to be a rebound for the Generals. And Gabriel Seda with another steal for him. Another turnover for the Generals.
Wow.
Bravo finds Mo. And it's going to be an and one.
Oh. Boom shakalaka, there it is, and 1, Maurice Milton.
Great find by Matthew Bravo as Mo Milton gets in the paint, gets hit, gets the shot. Let's see if he could finish it with a free throw.
Great to see those very physical shots by the Wolverines, as Mo Milton able to draw the foul and get the 2 points.
And he will sink it. He will complete the and one.
Great
and it's going to
three-point
be a timeout by the Generals. And right now, 15-4. It was 6-4, so that means a 9-0 run for the Wolverines in 2 minutes. Definitely picked it up in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, great to see that. This Wolverine team is really known for their sloppy first couple minutes of the game, but they're very strong comebacks in the late minutes of the first quarter.
We've seen it definitely throughout most of the season. They start off a little slow. It's kind of like hustling, Mark. start off slow. They think that this team is not going to be very good. And look at the scoreboard, 15-4, as it was 6-4 just minutes ago. So they really picked it up.
Absolutely, letting their game talk.
They've been getting at the line for sure, as 5 fouls for the Generals. Most of the Generals fouls are on shots, as the Belen Wolverines are mostly on just reaches or steal attempts. So that's another good sign, at least.
Also, we're very excited to bring up a topic later in the game, probably during halftime, the Belen Columbus game this Friday.
That's going to be a really fun one.
Yeah.
As number 22 has the ball, passes it out to 00. And, oh, look at that. Michael Suedo causing the tip. And Bravo in the lane, going to finish.
Great shot.
The Big Bear, once again. That's going to be 2 points for him.
These Wolverines are really taking advantage of these easy 2 points that the Generals.
And once again, Matthew Bravo. Oh, nice turnover. He had to make a pass on the floor, but still great effort by him. Matthew Bravo, it feels like every time he comes in the game, he makes a big impact. Definitely a big player for this Wolverine.
Yeah,
these Wolverines.
Big Bear, big impact, as we've seen earlier in the season. Matthew Bravo definitely doing his part of the job.
And it's going to be out to Michael Suedo for 3. His 3-pointer, no good. It's going to be a jump ball.
Physical effort there by Matthew Bravo, but that will be ball for the Jackson Generals.
And out comes 00, in comes number 42. As this press defense really been effective, as a lot of turnovers for the Generals. And it's going to be Belen ball.
Wow.
We don't know what happened. Oh, it's going to be, he elbowed him, so offensive foul.
Offensive
Kind
foul.
of pushed off.
For number 35 of the Generals, Motino.
Montino with a foul, and that's their 6th foul of this first quarter. So definitely both teams right now combined with 12 fouls in this game, as that's why it feels like this first quarter has been taking forever.
Yeah, definitely a heavy game with the fouls. Surprising.
And Andy Ross, the freshman, takes the ball up. He's definitely been very good on this team, as Michael Suedo. Bravo, out to Ross again. Milton, oh, Suedo's open. Suedo gets it, and he's going to get the floater. Michael Suedo, definitely a big impact player on this team, one of the better ones on the team.
Beautiful floater.
And look at that, Andy Ross, the freshman, tipping the ball, creating problems for this Generals team. As watch out with the violation. They need a cross, and they do.
Michael Suedo's definitely been a great player for these Wolverines.
Look who it is. It's Gabriel Seda. Fast break out to Mo Milton. Mo Milton's shot no good. It's going to be a rebound number 35. No, 55.
Great floater on the last play by Michael Suedo, as he's been a great player this year and last year for these Wolverines.
And Gabriel Seda, by the way, another steal for him. That's, I think, his 3rd steal of the game. Already big impact defensively.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that's a charge.
Seda takes a shot, and it is going to be a charge.
Seda's definitely putting in the dirty work this game, really taking advantage of the physicalness in the paint.
Definitely right now, defensively, by the way, most of his play right now is coming off great defense, as a couple steals for sure. Taking that charge, you know, that's not an easy thing to do. Taking a charge really hurts, really shocks you, but he did it for the team.
Yeah. Always important to take one for the team like that. And only has 1 foul, which is good to see a big man like him only have 1 foul in the first quarter.
Yep, as there's 6 seconds left, and no good. 3 seconds, they really have to rush, but they're not aware of the time, and he is going to jack it up.
Ooh.
And hits a rim.
Close.
Pretty nice shot. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 19-4, Belen is winning against Jackson Generals.
Bit sloppy for the Wolverines at the start of the first quarter, but definitely good to see them come back, as they're now leading 19-4 with a 15-point differential.
It was I believe, a 13-0 run for the Wolverines, as they've definitely covered up the sloppy play in the beginning. Let's see if they could pick it up again in the second quarter where they left off, and I believe that they are.
Yeah, some of the leading scorer for the Wolverines in that first quarter. Maurice Milton with 3 points, and Gabriel Seda, the big man, with 4 points. Great effort by him. Drawing fouls and causing some commotion in the paint with his absolute fantastic physical presence.
One thing that Jackson has to be worried about, so does Belen too. Jackson with 7 fouls, Belen with 6 as we start the second quarter. And the second quarter is going to start off, it's going to be Belen ball.
As we see Pedro Garcia coming into the game, number 5 for the Wolverines, playing at the 3 position, I believe, small forward. Possibly Maurice Milton moving down to the shooting guard position, or the other way around.
Some new faces in this lineup. Andy Ross remains in the game, as you mentioned, Pablo Garcia. And, oh, it's almost a turnover there for the Wolverines. Andy Ross has it. Ross to Seda in the paint. And that ball is going to be tipped, but Seda gets it back. Out to Senior. Senior drives in, and it is not going to be good. Going to be a foul on Maurice Milton, number 23.
Another foul there for the Wolverines. That will bring up their 7th foul, second for Maurice Milton.
You definitely don't want to have foul trouble, especially in a game like this. You're up 19-4. You don't want to just give them free points.
Yeah, these Wolverines need to stop the fouls, as now that Jackson Generals are in the bonus. Giving away easy free throws like that, not a good thing for the Wolverines.
You never want to be in the bonus with 7:34 left in the second quarter. Here's number 22 at the line. So far, 4 points in this one. They came early. They haven't scored in a while, but he just did right now. 19-5, just banks the free throw. And number 22 will attempt his second shot. Made the first one, banked it. Let's see if he could get the second one right here. 19-5, your Wolverines up. 7:34 left in this game. I mean, my bad, in the second quarter.
We'll see if Mr. P. Smith drains this free throw, and he does not.
Oh, in and out. That's the type of thing you hate as a shooter. And as Papo gets definitely some contact, misses a layup, misses the second attempt, and he will get the steal.
Oh.
Papo out to Seda. Seda in the paint. Definitely a lot of contact. Wouldn't get the call and wouldn't get the shot. Number 35 with the ball, out to 22. 19-5, the Wolverines definitely picking it up here. But in the second quarter, they haven't really done much. Let's see. Hopefully, they could get their offense together.
Yeah, something we'd like to see is the Wolverines able to spread apart from these Jackson Generals as we've seen prior in the season.
And nice. And they will get 2 points there. There's a nice shot there. And Nico Senior has the ball. Senior out to Seda. Seda.
Ow.
Real physical. Oh, where's the foul?
We have a player down.
There's no foul there.
That was a hard hit for the Jackson Generals. Number 55, K. Thompson. Wow, he's
and you
down.
don't want to see that. He's definitely in some pain. As the training staff, Rodrigo.
He hit that wood hard. Don't want to see that as the training staff attends to him. Definitely looks to be in some pain. Never want to see that for either team.
And I can't right now tell what the injury is.
It seems like it could be the knee area or the shin ankle area, but definitely a hard hit, as this gymnasium is hoping for the best for number 55 of the Jackson Generals.
Definitely a very good player, as we've seen in the game. Definitely a big guy, big man in the paint. So you hate to see it. And he will get up, and the fans are going to be clapping here. He gets up, and definitely the Jackson Generals are good friends with him, good teammate.
Yeah, good to see that. You never want to see a player down like that, especially nowadays. All these athletes are getting some really bad injuries. You know, in baseball, you have the Tommy John surgery for the pitchers. Popular in both basketball and football, the ACL.
Yeah.
So you really never want to see an injury, because they really can ruin an athlete's career, as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, I always cringe when I see a guy holding that knee area. It's very tough to recover.
Yeah.
As number 22 misses the 3, but they get another offensive rebound. And that's, I think, the first 2 offensive rebounds of the game for the Jackson Generals, as number 35 has it.
Yeah, it'd be good to see the Jackson Generals able to pull in a little closer, you know, make this game interesting. Always fun to have a close game.
Yep, and it's going to be a 2, deep 2, but he's going to miss it anyway, as Papo Garcia will get the rebound. Nice pass to Suedo, out to Senior. And they're going to just hold things up a little bit. Senior in the paint, gets open, and he's going to finish.
Great layup by Nico Senior. Physicality is definitely one of his attributes in his game. Ooh,
He is
good
just
steal.
so good at finishing, but sloppy pass there by Andy Ross. Number 35 in the lane, and he's going to get it. Great layup there.
Yeah, that basket is good for number 35 of the Jackson Generals, Motino.
Oh, Suedo, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball, I believe it'll be Belen ball.
And no, it's going to be, wow. It should be Belen ball, as Jackson got the jump ball last time, but
yeah, definitely some confusion as I recall. The Jackson Generals got the previous
hey, but it doesn't
jump
matter.
ball. Yeah.
Oh, no, it does. I spoke too soon. Oh, no, it's going to be a Belen ball. No, he just changes his mind. These refs.
Refs seem a bit confused.
Yeah. He changed his mind, but then changed it right back. It's going to be Belen ball, as he stepped out before he hit Gabriel Seda. Let's see. Andy Ross has the ball. Out to Papo Garcia. Andy Ross inside the lane. He's going to get blocked.
Seda.
Out to Seda.
Andy Ross for 3.
It's way off.
Wow.
Andy Ross right now not playing up to his game, but Michael Suedo does, and he has another floater. Michael Suedo with definitely a nice offensive night for him.
Yeah, Michael Suedo loving that baseline floater, as we've seen him make 2 of those already. We'll see if he decides to keep going to that for the rest of the game.
And Michael Suedo right there draws the turnover for the Generals. Definitely a fan favorite. Michael Suedo has one fan right now. He's screaming his name.
Yeah. I believe his brother's in the crowd.
Yes.
Danny Suedo, number 21.
A member of the basketball
Correct,
team.
of the gold team. Great player.
One of their key players, actually. So basketball definitely runs in the genes.
Absolutely.
And a moonshot by Gabriel Seda. That ball almost hit the ceiling. Seda has it. And it is going to be Generals ball. Turnover, Gabriel Seda.
The score is now 23-9. The Wolverines are leading this game.
And it's going to be the press defense once more. And it looks like it's going to be a traveling call once more. The ref loves it. That's his 5th traveling call of the game.
Yeah, these refs are really sticklers on these travel calls, as we've seen plenty of travels called against the Jackson Generals.
And it's actually the ref closest to the screen right now. He's definitely the one that he's calling the most right here. And it's going to be a foul against Gabriel Seda, as he offensive contact.
Yeah, it seems like these refs might have some conflicting calls, as we've seen. Definitely one ref saying Belen ball, the other ref saying Jackson ball. So it doesn't seem like these refs are on the same page right now. But we'll see if that'll get fixed for the second half.
Yeah, right there, the ref that was actually closest to the basket thought it was going to be a foul on Jackson. And then the ref farthest, he saw some offensive contact, as he's the one who's mainly calling the calls right here. And I thought it would be a free throw attempt, but it was an offensive foul. So
yeah, scoreboard shows that the Jackson Generals are in the bonus, but I guess not.
0-0 will inbound it.
Don't zoom in too much. Don't zoom in too much.
And here's 0-0. 22 has it. He's going to try a floater from deep. No good. And it's going to be off the leg of Pablo Garcia. Good play there by Pablo. Definitely in the paint right there. Couldn't get the rebound. Here is number 35.
Monino.
He's playing pretty good for the Jackson Generals, as 0-0 has been in the game for most of the game. And it's going to be a 3 attempt for 35. Can't get it to go. Big rebounder down in the paint. This guy's pretty tall. 0-0 in the lane. Floater is good. Right off the bank.
Seems like the bank is open for business in today's game.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of free throws and shots, and Andy Ross draws a foul. Nice play there to slither between the two defenders. As he draws the foul, he'll go to the line for 2. And, oh my God, confusion again. It's going to be Generals ball. And as the ref over there had called a foul against the Generals, as this one again calls it against Belen. And this is very strange. I don't think I've ever seen the refs just be off their game like this.
Yeah, definitely some conflicting views. It seems like they're not on the same page. Don't really want to see that in the referees.
And it's going to be Belen ball now after a made layup by the Generals, and I guess offensive foul?
Yeah.
But we don't know. I mean,
I guess it's a foul on the Jackson Generals, number 44, the big man, Geraldo.
and I think it was an illegal screen. As TJ Roselle is in the game. Definitely one of the class clowns. Funny guy.
Yeah, definitely loved by all his classmates. You know, great man, great student, and great basketball
It's funny
player.
to see him, you know, class clown, but then when he gets on the field, everything's serious.
Yep.
As that's the way it should be. And once again, it's going to be another foul. This is getting out of hand. And it's going to be Jackson ball.
Yeah, this seems to be a foul frenzy as we now see 17 fouls in this game.
I don't know. He's calling a push-off offensively. And it's going to be Generals ball. A lot of fouls being called in this game. Very tight refereeing right now. And we're only in the second period. 2 minutes left in the second period, in the second quarter. And there's already 17 fouls, as you said, Mark. And it's going to be a foul right there. That's 18 in the game.
Yeah, right now 12-point differential as we see number 44, Geraldo of the Jackson Generals, going to the line to shoot
And
two
Nico
shots.
Sr. is going to be in the game. Generals have picked up some momentum here. They're now down by 12. They were down by more definitely in the start of this quarter. And that's not what you want to see if you're the coach. Down by 12 and you miss your free throws.
White Mamba checks in for number 21, Michael Suedo, as we see him now playing the 4 or 5 position as Andres Piñate, number 24, and Nico Sr. both in the game.
Michael Suedo taking a little breather there. He's definitely deserves it, playing well in today's game. Andy Ross finds an opening. It's going to be Senior, Papo. Garcia gets it to go.
Seems like the Wolverines might be looking to work more on their clock management in this upcoming second half. You know, waste some clock, end this game quick, get in, get out, on to the next one.
And we already know, well, is there a game before the Columbus game, Mark?
Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow there'll be a practice, and then probably the biggest game of the season. Absolutely
definitely.
the biggest game.
And one thing that I found really cool about the Columbus game, as yesterday, the players, they actually practiced in the facility. They practiced in the UM Stadium. And that's just a really cool experience. I spoke to some of the guys. They said it was really fun to practice and, you know, get the feel of the court.
Yeah, definitely important for some of those players to get accustomed to the Bank United Center. As many of you know, it's a college stadium, fits 8,000 to 9,000 people. It's definitely going to be a new environment, different from the Goizueta Center that they're playing in right now.
Yep.
That'll fit about maybe 600 people.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely have to get used to the big area. The hoop might feel lower, higher. Court might feel different. Rims might be a little stiffer.
Yep.
Definitely a lot of things to get accustomed to. But it seems like the Wolverines might be able to pull off a win on Friday evening.
Definitely the teams are going to be very evenly matched, as Columbus does have a very good team, but so do we. The Belen Wolverines look to win both of those games. As a missed shot there by number 22. And just speaking to some of the guys, so excited for this game, as we are too, Mark. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and Danny, it's going to be interesting to see because, you know, two of our starting players, Javi Torres and Navarra and JC Carrillo, they're not here today. Mm-hmm. And we know JC is fighting a migraine, might not be too severe. He'll probably be able to play on Friday, almost guaranteed. But Javi Torres, I'm worried about him. He might have a stomach virus.
And guess what, Mark? Another traveling call.
No, not not a surprise, Danny.
What is that, the 34th of the game? Or
34, 35, I think
Around
it's
there.
upwards of 30, absolutely. As Javi Torres might not be able to play on Friday. That's going to be a huge loss.
That really is. Javi Torres definitely been a key factor. Definitely great shooter and great passer for the Wolverines. And Javi Torres really just a great overall player. Let's see if he could get rid of those, get rid of the stomach virus quickly.
Yeah, hopefully, quick turnaround. I saw him today in school. He was feeling really bad. Didn't look too good. So hopefully he'll be back tomorrow, able to practice, get ready for this game. But if not, the big story is going to be Alec Rodriguez.
Yep, he's going to have to start. Very primetime game for him. Young man playing in primetime game. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, nerves might get to him. An 8th grader playing on such a big stage. Definitely a huge rivalry for the past 10-plus years. The two only all-boys schools in Miami. It's definitely possibly one of the biggest rivalries in Florida.
Well, we got 4 seconds left. The shot, and no good. Another air ball for Ross. But that's going to wrap up. No, it's going to be 2.2 seconds. Oh, but they could get a shot off.
Oh.
Let's see, a little tip-in.
Belen ball, maybe a little tip-in lob pass.
As TJ's going to throw the pass. Oh, he had Ross open. Oh,
There it is.
all right. Couldn't get it halftime. 27-14. Belen Wolverines up against the Jackson Generals. And Mark, one thing about the Columbus game, all these guys excited for it. It's going to be funny to see a lot of these guys, a lot of Belen guys. I know it's a rivalry school, but they're very good friends with each other. A lot of them, most of them on the basketball teams at least, very good friends. So it's going to be fun to play against. And there's a few guys on the Columbus team that are really good friends with some Belen guys. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, some of the players. Manny Rodriguez, definitely one of the close friends of many of these players. Go back many years as they most of the Belen players played with him on the Miami Youth Basketball Organization Warriors, and also some other players, Gabriel Figueredo,
Caesar
Yano.
So that's going to be fun to see. It's going to be definitely fun to broadcast that one, as it's going to be very live in the stadium. And well, I'm talking to the main guy right now, Mark Novus. You're creating the student section.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite parts every year about this Belen Columbus game is this our second year doing it, is forming a student section. We may not have the most people in our student section, but we think we're the loudest student section out there, and we're really looking forward to this game, as you'll have Danny De La Fe, one of our new friends in the booth, as well as the legendary Danny Brown, who I'm here speaking with right now.
Thank you, sir. And it's going to be very fun to watch that game for sure. And I'm going to just be talking about a lot about during the game. I'm going to be talking about the fans in the crowd, because I know that the Belen Wolverines get really loud, especially after the W.
Yep.
Well, Mark, we'll get back. We have 2 minutes left. We'll get back at around, or should we? Yeah, we'll be back in around 2 minutes as halftime right now. And thank you for listening.
Start of the second half here. Roberto Gosueta, Athletic Center. Danny Brown, Mark Novus, reporting live.
And the cameraman upstairs, Danny De La Fe. De La Fe, definitely a great cameraman today.
Absolutely fantastic as the Wolverines lead going into the second half, 27-14. As we saw in the first half, a lot of foul trouble. I believe a combined 18 fouls.
Yeah.
Yep, 18 fouls it was.
Which is unheard of, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen 18 fouls in 16 minutes. So we were averaging 1 foul every minute with just a little more.
Yeah, don't want to see that.
And here's the starting lineup for the second half. It's going to be Alec Rodriguez, Mo Milton, Gabriel Seda, Michael Suedo, and Papo Garcia. The three-pointer, it's no good.
Wow.
Nice.
Fantastic putback by Gabriel Seda as he's just blowing up the boards in today's game.
He's had a bunch of steals, bunch of rebounds, bunch of points. Big contributor right now, Gabriel Seda.
Yes, he now has 6 points in this game. Absolutely fantastic, replacing J.C. Carrillo for this game. Definitely putting up some big points.
And once again, that's a useless call. That right there, I didn't see the contact, honestly. And he hit all ball, and that's another foul in this game. That's already the first, and we're already 20 seconds into this second half.
That'll just show you that these refs are really, really stickler for the rules as they've called.
That's their 19th.
Yeah, 19th foul in this game. Seems like a lot.
19 fouls, 17 minutes, unheard of.
Yep, seems like a lot for a JV basketball game as there hasn't been too much contact.
Hey, nice play right there. Definitely looked like a very good offense with that one. Now it's number 32, who joined the game, already has 2 points. Here's Seda, out to Suedo, reverse. It's gonna be good. Michael Suedo once more, another point for him. Very big contributor in this game. And it's gonna be out of bounds. It's gonna be Jackson's ball. I'm not sure how many points Suedo has, but definitely probably the most for Belen right now, as number 22 has the ball. And a guy who's known for clapping, who's getting the team fired up, it's Mr. Cruz.
Yeah, a student body favorite, Mr. Cruz, math teacher, algebra 2.
Yep.
Many students have him, known for his great attitude, positivity, and a great approach to mathematics.
And a shout out, by the way, as I already did earlier in this game, to the cameraman himself, Don Hunsiger. Definitely been a very loyal man to this Belen Jesuit sports, the athletics of this program, because he goes to every game no matter what it is, and is actually he likes a water polo a lot, and I play baseball, so he's definitely always there. As by the way, great point there, as their offense is turning it up, and another steal for Jackson, and it's gonna be another foul. It's gonna be on number 5. Garcia with the foul. That's the second for the Wolverines, and already 2 for them in 2 minutes.
I think that's 20 on the game now. 20,
that's the 20th.
20th foul. Hit the big 2-0. As we see the
long three, and no good. If that would have gone in, it would have been a 10-point ball game.
Yeah, that was like a laser. Definitely very little arc on that ball. Would have been interesting to see that one go in.
Here is Alec with the ball. What a good move. Passes it out to Mo. Didn't think he saw him there. Ooh. And Mo, that bounced at least 6 times on the rim. Great play. And Alec Rodriguez found him. Yeah. Good assist by him.
Got the members bounce on that one, as a term used in golf when you get a good bounce, as he definitely got one trickling off the rim.
A lot of iron on that one.
Yeah.
Babo has the ball. Out to Michael. Oh, he pump fakes, gets it easy. Oh, he's going to get stuffed by number 32.
He got denied. Great block for the Jackson Generals as number 32, Wooden, brings it to the house with that block.
Definitely pumped after that one. But Michael Suedo for 3 over Wooden. No good. It's going to be out of bounds on Suedo. Jackson ball.
4 minutes, 54 seconds left in this third quarter as we see the Wolverines up 33 to 18, 15-point differential as we see a tight defense by the Wolverines in this second half.
Yep. And that's an easy lay-in. But right now, actually, Jackson scoring points.
Yeah, number 32 again, Wooden, just came off that great block and now has a
Oh my.
easy layup.
Come on. Now they're starting to call carry. He carried the ball 33 to 20. We're up by 13, calling a carry on a very questionable call. This referee is the one who's definitely calling most of the calls here, as he has, I think, around 6 traveling calls already and 1 carry, which we rarely see in games.
Yeah, definitely. These sophomores on both the Belen side and the General side are talented and skilled, have been playing basketball for most of their lives. Don't tend to carry too much. Interesting that these referees are calling so many calls.
And we see it all the time in the NBA. It's just known that, it's kind of part of the game. A lot of kids, or not even kids, just NBA in general, you see a lot of carries, but nobody really calls it because it's just part of the game.
It's a questionable call. Tough to see, as many players tend to have their hand on the back of the ball, but not under the ball. So it definitely, the referee, he's in a situation where he has to make a call, and usually they tend not to call it. But we've definitely been seeing these referees sticking to that call and continuously calling that carry.
Well, they really love their job because they are calling a crazy amount of fouls.
Yeah, haven't seen a referee staff so enforce the rules so heavily, but good to see.
And a timeout. Wolverines wanted the timeout as they're gathering with Coach Marrero, definitely a big coach in this program, and just a great guy overall.
Yeah, definitely a wise man. Been around the school for a very long time. Alumni of Belen, now part of the disciplinary staff, and has been a JV basketball coach for some time now. Assistant on the varsity team, helps out with the freshman team and some of the other team. And now his son also getting in on the basketball coaching as he helps with the JV teams and the middle school teams.
Here's number 23, Mo Milton. Mo Money has the ball, and now it's going to be out to the young 8th grader, Alec. Out to, fakes a 3. Gabriel Seda, that would have been fun to see.
Yeah.
Here's Mo Milton.
Would have been a cool 3 to see the big man shoot it. Possibly drainage on that one.
Yeah, every time a big man shoots a 3, they always seem to make it.
Absolutely.
Mo Milton, he passes up the 3, and which is actually, you love to see it. There's 3 minutes left in this third quarter. You could take all the time, pass up the 3, and try to get the easier shot.
Yeah, that's what I really like about high school basketball. No shot clock, so when you're up by a good amount of points, you can just waste the clock. You don't have to worry about the 24-second shot clock or the 35-second shot clock that you have in college basketball. You just run out the clock. If it's a blowout, you might as well run out the clock because then you're wasting time for other TV spots later on in the night and so on and so forth.
Well, you won't like it if you're down around by 4 with a minute left. That's when it hurts.
Yeah, that's when it hurts for the opposing team, and Belen has been in some of those situations.
Against Doral.
Yeah, Doral. I'm sure they didn't like that.
So it's definitely a factor in every game that we play. And Mo Milton and Pablo Garcia definitely hustling it out. Gonna be Jackson ball.
Or
timeout.
Timeout, Jack. Wow, interesting. Timeout, Jackson, as we are not 100% sure who will have the ball. But definitely a timeout for Jackson, as they have 3 timeouts left in this second half.
And let's mention again one more time, the Columbus game, it's in the Arena, Bank United Center, and it's definitely going to be, they're definitely going to have to take some getting used to.
Yeah, definitely a very cool stadium to play in. Really has, it's like almost has a mini NBA arena feel to it. Definitely has a style of an NBA arena. A bit smaller though, but it's definitely going to be some jitters before that game. It's going to be interesting to see how these sophomores react to it. I think they'll do good. They're going to enjoy it. Big time college campus, University of Miami, big school, beats Duke last night. Number 4 team in the nation.
Yep. I was just about to mention that. They're playing in a school that just beat Duke, a 42 6-game home streak that Duke had. They snapped it, and has a pretty good team.
Yeah, definitely a privilege for these sophomores and juniors and seniors in the varsity team to be able to play in such a great arena with a great program.
Well, we have Nico Sr. and JC Carrillo, the 2 stars of this team. They played last year in the arena, the JV game against Columbus. So those guys have experience. They know how that rim feels. You know, they know how that court is. So it's definitely going to be an advantage for them.
Yeah.
And Mo Milton in the lane. Oh, it hit his chest. Traveling.
Wow.
I mean,
that might be 40 on the day.
That's around the 10th one called. He didn't even have the ball in his hands. It bounced off his chest, but apparently the ref saw traveling, and you know whatever the ref says goes.
Yeah, going back to Friday's matchup, it'll be nice to see if Nico Senior and JC Carrillo give some of the other players some insight, especially the 8th grader Alec Rodriguez.
Yep.
How to block out the crowd, and how to feed off the energy of the student section and block out any negativity from the opposing fans.
That's one thing that these guys, at least in a while since last year in Columbus, they haven't felt really the momentum of having a student section, because after you make a point, you know, the whole crowd is with you, and that's just fun to play. It's going to be a foul against the Generals.
Yeah, always nice to see high schools and colleges have a student section to support them. As last year away game, we took a fan bus to the Columbus campus, and we came out with a W.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, that was definitely we win the game, and a large part of it was due to the fans, the momentum that they have. You know, to play in another opponent's territory, and have a crowd and have everybody root for you there, it's just definitely a big factor, and that really helped them win.
Yeah, and I think they really enjoyed the underdog feeling going into enemy territory, coming out big with a victory. As definitely we were outnumbered, absolutely, for the student section. You know, their home crowd, definitely passionate fans, Columbus has. But, you know, maybe the 20 to 25 of us that were there, we were definitely making some noise.
Yep, and as number 43 drains a three-pointer as it's 25 to 36, 11-point game here, 56 seconds left in the third quarter. As Papo has the ball, gives it out to Andy Ross. He's going to take his time here, 46 seconds. Oh, nice shake and bake move, but he's going to get turned over again. 35, the lay-in, it's going to be good. Nice layup, fast break point. As it's 27-36. This game, it's definitely still game. And a turnover right there. They get the ball, 30 seconds left. This could still be a game if they get the ball. They score, I mean. And they're going to take time right here. 9 point for
Jackson.
3. Oh, that would have been huge for Jackson. It would have made it 6-point game.
Yeah, that would have been a momentum shifter. As
definitely.
We're talking about this Columbus game, and Jackson's coming back. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, look, it's a fast break again. 35, the layup, it's no good.
Alec.
Oh, 32 gets it. 5 seconds left. And it's going to be a foul against Jackson. Number 32 on the foul. Wow.
Against Belen.
Oh, it is against Belen. And it's going to be a push. And if they would have made a couple of the last shot attempts that they had, it would be around a 5-point game right now.
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit nervous about this game right now. I wasn't expecting this. Nico Senior's on the bench. Michael Suedo's on the bench.
You never want to see, you know, an opponent that you should be. Oh, look at this. Wow. What are they doing? Why is he? Okay. Plenty of time to shoot. He thought the clock was expiring, but right now the Wolverines up by 9. They really need to turn it up in the fourth quarter if they want to, you know, safely win this game.
Yeah, I thought these Wolverines might have had this game locked down. You know, they had a good lead halftime, third quarter, beginning, played strong, but seems like Jackson's just brought themselves back into this game with only down by 9 points.
Yep, and we've been talking about the Columbus game. Let's finish this game first. I mean, a 9-point game. They definitely had a chance to make it around a 4-point game, honestly, because, you know, they missed their last 4 shots. That would have been huge for them. And as the seniors, I mean, not the seniors, the varsity team is they're going to warm up and getting ready to face the varsity Belen Wolverines, which is coming up next.
closer we're going to be next year.
And it's a timeout.
Dude, because Barney and Silver on varsity. It's going to be insane.
And we're back from the timeout. I mean, not the timeout, my bad, the end of the third quarter. It's going to be the start of the fourth quarter, the final quarter, as Jackson 27, Belen 36, and a 9-point game here in this one. Hopefully, Belen can finish it off here, as you never want to see a team like this give you trouble when you're about to play your big team. You're about to play a big game, Columbus. And look at this, right off the bat, Mo Milton gets the layup. As he hasn't been quiet, but he's definitely not shooting the ball as much as we'd like him, because he's definitely a great shooter.
Yeah, great layup by Mo Milton, getting off quick, going into the paint, getting the easy 2 points. And going back to finishing this game, I think one of the possible. Oh, good shot.
Nice finish.
One of the possible reasons that we might have lost to Doral might have been looking ahead, not focusing on the task at hand. You know, the Wolverines definitely anticipating this Columbus game, but really got to focus at the task at hand. And I don't know if they were 100% focused against Doral.
Well, they did know that Doral was a very good team, and they won by 1 last time they played them. But yeah, I understand. You know, they're really looking forward to this game. It's going to be a steal for number 42. As he commemorates Jackie Robinson. And number 35 with a shot, and it is no good. It would have been huge for them. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. And something to point out, there's now 22 fouls in this game. Definitely not as much as the second quarter, but still a handful for a JV basketball game. But we'll see how this fourth quarter plays out. You know, Wolverines are definitely playing some pretty good basketball. You know, missing 2 of their key players, Javi Torres, JC Carrillo.
And one thing I noticed, by the way, it reminded me a little bit of Mike Tomlin and the Steelers head coach. He, while Mo Milton was driving down the court, the coach tried to pretend like he was going to steal the ball. I've never seen that by a head coach. Very weird scene.
Yeah, definitely not one of the things you see the most. You know, coaches tend to usually stay out of the game, let the players play, try not to interfere. You know, respect the players. They're the ones that are playing. Interesting to see that the coach would do something like that, as we've seen Mike Tomlin try to step his foot out and trip a player.
And it's going to be 0-0 with the ball. Zero has it. He's out to number 22. It's going to be stolen by Mo Milton, who's turning it up here in the fourth. Suedo loses control, but Sada's going to pick it up anyway. And sloppy play right now. Oh, fast break. And nice pass. It's going to be no good. Missed. And it's going to be a foul against, looks like to be Andy Vignate, as number 42 is going to go to the line. Right now, Jackson's free throw shooting has been an issue for this team, as they have been a little sloppy at the line.
We apologize for the score, as the score is now 40-30.
40-30 right here. 6 minutes left in this game, fourth period, and it looks to be, you know, kind of relaxing right now. 10-point lead, 6 minutes left, but you know, easily you could get 10 points in 6 minutes. As a timeout here, Wolverines will talk it out a little bit, as they planned this game to kind of breeze past it. But, you know, it's been a tough one. And Coach Marrero right now, by the way, screaming at the players. He is very frustrated. They're about to play a big game against Columbus, and right now they're definitely slacking.
Wow. Coach Marrero is very upset, screaming at the players. Definitely not something you see from him too often. You know, you see him in the hallway. Seems like a calm guy, but back. Definitely taking his players' mistakes seriously, which is good to see, some discipline.
You need to have that as a coach. You need to be able to show your emotion, and that's the problem with a lot of these coaches that just that hide the emotion, so the players don't really know what to do. And he definitely showed it right there. As this game is a lot closer than it needs to be, than it should be.
Yeah,
sloppy.
Definitely getting a bit too close for comfort, as the Jackson Generals now have 2 shots on the line.
And he makes the first one. 9-point game.
40-31 with 6 minutes left in this game.
Anything could happen right here, honestly. That's why the frustrations continue for Coach Marrero and this team.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to call this game over because getting a little close for comfort. As
It's going to be a little
Michael
fast
swing.
break right here.
Ooh.
And Mo Milton gets a
Oh,
layup.
great play.
Talk about a fourth quarter for Mo Milton. After not shooting much in the first three, he's definitely turning it up. 6 points here in the fourth quarter. Oh, jacks up the three, and he is good. Swish. Booyah right there. And right back at him. And it's going to be an 8-point game right now. You know, you let him shoot that. He was very deep. And it's definitely going to be out on number 00. It's going to be Belen ball as Alec, the 8th grader, will throw it in. Alec definitely been great for this team.
One of the surprising factors about this game, I didn't expect this much emotion. Coaches, players, definitely showing a lot of emotion.
Bad mistake by Mo Milton. Easy layup. And he's going to get the floater. It's a 6-point game.
Coach Marrero looks extremely frustrated now standing on that sideline.
And look at the momentum shift right here as the Generals, you know, they have all the momentum. Here is Alec Rodriguez, definitely calming. Very good idea. Look at this 8th grader. He knows more basketball than many.
Definitely a wise decision. Such a young athlete making such a great decision to hold the ball and waste some clock.
A lot of times, you know, they panic. A lot of kids will panic in this situation. You know, they'll try to force a shot. Alec definitely doing the smart thing, and the whole Belen team right now doing the smart thing. But a turnover gave Seda. Oh, nice move by 00. Oh,
great steal.
Mo Milton have a fourth quarter. Definitely been a big part of it. Mo Milton getting some freedom there. Shakes and bake the defender. As look who it is again. Another smart decision.
Such a wise decision by Alec Rodriguez as we see a foul now.
Foul number 22. It's going to be a little push off, a little reach in right there. And it's going to be Alec who's going to throw it in. He throws it in most of the time for the Belen team. And Mo is going to pass it in. Mo's open. Definitely had a chance to, you know, chest pass down. Let's see, Mo has the ball and back out to Alec. Definitely holding the clock, which definitely a smart move for them right now. 4:14 left to play. Oh, no, not a good pass.
Wow.
You can't do that. It's going to be travel. Once more.
Great break for the Wolverines as number 42 of the Jackson Generals. 42 of the Jackson Generals, Mr.
And it's either that they keep calling travels or that they're dancing the salsa. We don't know which one.
Yeah, I think they might be hearing some salsa music from one of the famous Spaniard restaurants.
Yeah.
In Miami, as there's plenty of those.
Yeah, they're doing the salsa move right now, and that's by the way, that's the ninth, what is it called, traveling call by the referees in this game. Here's Michael Suedo. And 3:44 to play in this one, as Belen is up by 6. Here is Alec out to Seda. Seda to Suedo. Magic Mike has the ball out to Andy Ross.
Great ball movement right now as the Wolverines are wasting some clock as they haven't done until right now. Definitely.
Oh, big man in the paint gets it. No, he doesn't. Trickles off the rim. Second chance points, no good. Seda, no good. Third chance points.
Wow.
And look at that. Oh, what a play.
Wow. Put that on the highlight reel. Great play by the Wolverines as Andres Piñata was taking a risk. Not after wasting some clock, taking a shot with plenty of time left, possibly missing and not getting the rebound. Jackson could have gone to the other side. Shot a 3, would have been a 42-39 game.
Possibly a game changer right there as he saves it. It would have been a big possession. Oh, and the Generals, it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be, and
wow.
I mean, this referee, that's when you know, oh my goodness.
Wow.
And I think, honestly, some favoritism right here.
Absolutely.
As that referee, by the way, he's called definitely everything against the Belen Wolverines and a lot of things for the Generals. And he didn't even see what happened. He had pure confusion on his face, and he just guessed, and he made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
Bad call.
These referees are a bit confused internally. I'm not sure what's happening right now, but definitely some conflicting views by these Wolverines. By the referees, excuse me.
Yeah, the referees have made a lot of changes. You know, they call something on the court and then change it immediately. And you know that's the thing with the NBA. Now you have the replay. Now you have multiple refs. So that's definitely obviously it's high school basketball.
Yeah, I believe the NBA has 4 referees
Yep.
on the court at one time, so definitely got a lot of eyes on the court as we don't have that privilege right now. We don't have that privilege right now in high school basketball, but maybe sometime in the future, you know,
Yep.
at the scorer's desk, maybe a possible
And a lot
screen, but definitely seems a ways away.
happens a lot also in baseball. You know, limited refs, but I mean limited umpires in baseball. But then when it comes to you know the big games, which we might see on Friday, we might see a little more, maybe around 3 refs for that game because you know you need to get the calls right.
Yeah, you really don't want to mess up a big call in such a big environment, especially such as a Belen Columbus game is one of the biggest rivals possibly in Florida between 2 high schools.
Yep.
Don't want to miss a call there. Definitely a missed call in a Belen Columbus game would cause a ruckus, if you will.
If it's a costly missed call, you're going to see a lot of hate mail to that referee.
Oh, absolutely. You wouldn't want to see that because some of these referees are trying to do their job, but definitely some of the fans. And in the past, we've seen a couple of deaths, of tragedies. I believe 2 referees. I think both were soccer, and absolutely devastating.
I doubt that it's going to happen in a high school basketball game, Mark.
Hey, you never know, but you definitely
With a
don't want that to
rivalry,
happen. Yeah, such a big game like this, but you hope you wish for the best for these referees.
Yeah.
I mean, you may not like them at the moment because they're not making a good call, but you gotta hope for the best. They're doing their job. They love the game just as much as we do, so you gotta just cut them some slack, I guess. But definitely they tend to have some interesting calls.
And we
on the court.
apologize for you know getting a little angry, but we're obviously Wolverines fans. But you know they're trying. They're making their best calls. That would have been, by the way, it would have made it a 3-point game.
Yep.
Wow.
A little too close for comfort, if you will.
And it's going to be a timeout. Belen Wolverines. Very close one, but the score hasn't changed since the last time out, so that's very good
Yeah,
for the Belen Wolverines.
We'll see in this huddle if Coach Marrow, he seems like he might have calmed down a little, you know.
Definitely calm down, but still going to be very frantic. It's going to be very. He's going to be very aggravated if they don't get things fixed here.
Yeah, at the end of this game, you know, he's gonna tell these guys, you know, I wasn't too pleased with this performance. I know you guys can do much better.
Hey, maybe what the Belen guys are thinking are, you know, get the bad performance out before playing
Yeah,
Columbus.
just
So
get out all the bad stuff, you know, and then Columbus all business.
Yep. And one thing that we would have liked to see here is trying to get the starters out of the game early, rest up their bodies, you know, fully, so they could be ready for the Belen Columbus game. But the starters, most of them have had to play, and also the loss of Javi and JC, definitely big. A lot of the starters, Michael Suedo, Gabriel Seda has been playing a lot too.
Yeah, Seda's really put in some work, man. 8 points, which is a great number for him. Only 1 foul. That is outstanding for a center his size. You know, he drew a couple charges early in the game, and it's a fantastic way he's been playing. Alec Rodriguez also with 9 points on the game.
And 1 foul, it's not like he's not even involved in the plays. He has multiple steals. Definitely, right now, he's one of my top players of the game right now.
Yeah, if there was an MVP for a small game like this, I think it'd be safe to say that Gabriel Seda would earn that.
And maybe Mo Milton, because definitely in this 4th quarter, Mo Milton, it always seems like every time the team isn't able to score efficiently, he's always the one to pick them up, which is a great characteristic.
Definitely, Mo Milton he's really a spirit lifter for these Wolverines as he's been able to change some games in the season.
Here's Andy Andres Piñate. It's going to be another foul call on 0-0. And obviously, I mean, it would have been impossible to have more fouls in the second half. So obviously, they've definitely limited the fouls. But still, 8 fouls, it's a lot.
It's hefty. It's hefty, you know. Not as much as the first half. The
Yeah.
first half, I believe, there was around
18.
18,
Yeah.
18
so
fouls.
26 in the game.
So 26 in the game. Definitely, they definitely eased
Oh.
up. You know, maybe the players aren't playing as rough as they were, but definitely maybe the refs were able to agree on some calls as there have been less fouls.
Oh my, they let him have an open three-pointer, which is what you want to get if you're Jackson, but he couldn't fall through with it, and it's going to be fouling the other way. Honestly, these Jackson Generals, talk about opportunities, talk about chances to get right back in this game, haven't been able to. Not good for them as they're playing their hearts out though. It's going to be at the line, the young stud,
Yep.
Alec Rodriguez.
Alec Rodriguez, number 12, the 8th grader, coming to the line for 2 shots as he will.
Make it a 3-possession game right there.
Yep, that is great to see for these Wolverines as they're going to be able to breathe. Definitely for the next minute and 3 seconds, they've got some breathing room, but definitely not. Don't let these Jackson Generals have their way with you guys. You know, stay physical, stay confident, and finish this game strong.
Oh, it's going to be a foul, 0-0 charges it. Is Coach Marrero very happy at least that it's 8-point game, but he's very mad because he really hoped, and we did too, to see this Belen team come off to a great start and a great finish. And the start was a little shaky at first, but then they were able to really have some breathing room. But now the ending, it's been a shock.
Yeah, it would have been nice to really just put the nail in the coffin, as they say, early on in this game. Would have been nice to see some of the players off the bench come. You know, as they're definitely have some talent. We would have liked to see them maybe have a 25-point margin, a 25-point lead, but you know the Wolverines weren't able to do that, unfortunately. But looks like they might seal up this victory.
Largest lead of the game for the Wolverines was 15 points.
Yeah, 15 points for the Wolverines. Largest lead, as now the lead is cut to 7 points. But I think,
Very comfortable
Danny,
right now.
it's safe to say that the Wolverines have another victory. You know,
Yep.
going into this Columbus game, it's really going to be interesting.
It's going to be 18-1. The Wolverines, if they could finish off, which they most likely will, but never say never. But 18-1 coming into the Columbus game, it's got to feel good.
Yeah, and something to point out, not taking any shots at Columbus, but I think the Wolverines might have double the games that Columbus does.
Yep, more experience.
The Wolverines have, I believe, on their schedule 25+ games, and the Columbus Explorers might have anywhere from 12 to 17 games. So definitely an advantage for the Wolverines, but could have some fatigue on the season. But when you have young bodies like this, you don't tend to see that too often.
Yeah, this is usually in the NBA, you might see that. Oh, and it just makes it a little interesting. 5-point game. You need to get fouls. And the clock is going to stop right there. 26.2 to play, 5-point game. That 3 just made the game a little interesting.
Yep.
And the cheerleaders for the varsity game shows up as the varsity players right now warming up outside. It's going to be a fun game against the Generals, varsity Generals. But Belen really varsity should win that game. It's not going to be televised as clutch, by the way, right there. Alec Rodriguez, the 8th grader, clutch when he needs it, when the Wolverines need it the most.
Yeah, we definitely need Alec to make this free throw, and he does.
And that should seal it here, 26.2. And they need some urgency here as 0-0 can't get it to fall. That's going to be the ball game as the Wolverines, and they're going to keep fouling, 7-point game here. The Wolverines are going to go to 18-1. It's going to be a big game. Friday night, be there. And honestly, I don't think there's not going to be one kid that's not in our grade. I mean, there's not going to be one kid from our grade that's not going to be there because every kid should be there, 10th graders attending the game.
Yep.
And even 11th graders, 12th graders, they're going to attend to see the varsity game. Most likely going to want to watch the JV game first also.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fantastic experience especially for our class. It's our first, our first game in a big arena like that. We haven't experienced that, but it's gonna be interesting. You know, we have some ideas for the student section. You know, possible heads. You know, when they cut out a head, they blow it up, make it big. Definitely great chance that we have, and it's gonna be a real fun time.
Oh, makes it home, but that won't matter. 9 seconds left. That's going to be the ball game. Belen wins. Oh, he's going to get the layup, so he's going to get 50 points, 51 points for the Wolverines. 51-43 is your final score. That's the end of the game as they win by 8 points. And, well, it got really close, Mark. It was a fun one here. Definitely a fun game as it got exciting late in the fourth quarter. But Belen able to close it off. What are your final thoughts of the game?
Well, I think this game it wasn't bad. It definitely could have been a lot better, but it was a solid game, considering the players that we had out, JC Carrillo and Javi Torres. Considering the players we had out, it was an above decent game. Going into this Columbus game, it's going to be interesting to see how the players practice tomorrow, how they on Friday, even at school, how they present themselves, the attitude they'll have.
Yep.
You know, it's going to be nice to see a positive but serious attitude. You don't want to see foolishness on such a big game like that. Almost like a playoff or championship level game in the pros is what this Columbus game will be like. And I think the Wolverines have a more than good chance at possibly winning this game, and it's gonna be very interesting.
And one final remark, you know, with a game like this, it tends, you know, they have a big game ahead of them, so you tend to just go past this game. That's why it was very close. But Columbus, Mark, it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to see these guys play in a primetime game like that.
Yeah, each and every year, this Belen Columbus game draws young kids who don't even go to Belen, but sons of alumni, cousins, brothers, alumni themselves, their children, even some of the grandparents. You know, people in their 80s, possibly even 90 years old, who went to Belen in Cuba. It's great to see the brotherhood that this school really establishes, and that
Columbus can't say that.
Yeah, possibly 30, 40 years after they graduate, they're still going to see their school play in a basketball game with students that might be 20, 30, 40 years younger than them. It's absolutely amazing to see the brotherhood that this school really establishes, and it's an absolute privilege to be a part of it.
Yep, and one final remark, Mark. The player of the game for me, you know, Mo Milton and Gabriel Seda, definitely two guys that stepped it up when the Wolverines needed the most. Alec Rodriguez also, very, very good day for him.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you, you know. Mo Milton, Nico Sr., Alec Rodriguez, and of course, Gabriel Seda. Gabriel Seda, fantastic play. Jason Carrillo was out. It was definitely tough, you know, at school. He knew the challenge he had ahead of him, and he was confident.
And that's going to be a wrap right here. It was Danny Brown, Mark Novus, and thank you guys for watching. And that's a wrap.